Yeah, I was thinking there were more than 3 skeletons left, so it's a bit better than I
No, there's
remembered.
only 3 left.
Yeah.
I just
So
go ahead and
that's what I'm saying, and 2 of them are facing Legis. If there's some way you could deal with that 3rd one, so that I can slip past them and get to the others, I can, like, dribble healing potions down their throats. You see the positioning?
Well, I'm down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking about
that's the
XR.
problem.
Oh, XR.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
XR can't do anything. This is so the way it ended. It looked like there was nobody standing up who could deal with the skeletons, and that it would have to be a retreat.
Well, Legis
It's like,
is on his feet still, and he's actually
Yes, Legus is up,
okay, that's
and
good.
and he's
not
actually he's in
he
good
hasn't taken
shape.
damage yet.
He needs to retreat then. Yeah, if he retreats, these 3 skeletons will come forward. We need to move them back, but yeah, it's a lot of moving back, and then you can
Yeah.
get him
Well,
into.
the thing is okay. Amorous has a particular skill set. If you guys can draw the skeletons up the stairways, if I stay in that corner and use my hide skill, um, until they get past me, then I can use my stealth, my move silently, and once you've drawn them off, get to the others and try to save them.
Could you also go around the long way, draw them up, and then you could go around the back way?
Oh, I
Yeah,
could
that's
running
what I
because
think.
I've got a massive pace. As long as I don't run into anything else on the way.
I
You get
can't
a
remember how
point
to
there.
draw lines, but yeah, if you can,
No, I
From
can
if
see what you
she
mean because I got the map.
if she can go up to the north there, and then Legis can draw them down to the south through that tunnel. Yeah, that tunnel. That becomes a choke point, and then you can sneak back in, and I will
Running, I
follow
can move
suit.
60 around. It would still take me 3 or 4 rounds to get there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
I guess.
hide perhaps. I don't know. I don't know how well you can hide
No,
there in
my
that corner.
my hide is I got a really high dex with a +3 bonus on hiding. Hiding is not the hard part.
Well, then
Even
just
if I
hide there in that corner.
because and you guys don't know this about her. She's basically an assassin. And she basically doesn't be seen unless she wants to be seen. Especially notice I always mention that she's wearing this kind of dullish gray cloak, which blends well with dungeon walls and a whole lot of other things. So if she just flattens herself against the wall in the corner, and you guys I mean, they don't have to do more than be a few feet past me, and then I can use my move silently to go direct to the other 3. Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yeah, that's like a plan.
Because it's going to take me 3, even running, it's going to take 3 or 4 rounds minimum to get to the other side. And I don't know if they're bleeding out, I mean, if they can lay there unconscious an indefinite number of rounds, great. But I'm not sure that they can do that. Marcus is right at, he's got 12 hit points. He's right at 12 wounds. Trantis is 1 over his his hit points. And so is Gundar. And I'm not familiar enough with I play a whole lot more Savage Worlds than I do CNC. So, in Savage Worlds, I can tell you that it's going to show you every time, each time around, it's going to do a roll if they're bleeding out. And generally, you got 3 rounds to get to them before they bleed out. That's generally, of course, somebody could do, with a gut wound or whatever. It's a little.
Well, let's see. I think John is joining.
That's
Yep,
why I can move
there's
my full
John.
speed and still attack. That's the fleet-footed advantage. That's the one advantage when we were able to take an advantage at creation. That's the one I took because I figured it went well with her character. It's the first time I've ever built an assassin, so there's things that she do that I forget.
Yeah, I'm happy
She
to
doesn't
re-roll.
advertise that. Like, if you guys ask her, she hunts herbs, she's a bit of a botanist. She can go out, and that's what she was doing at the roadhouse, was getting out and harvesting wild, veggies and wild herbs and like the mushrooms and whatever, because she's particular. But that was coming from the years she worked with the um,
Oh, hey, John.
herbal
Oh,
healer
hello.
in her hometown. Then when they came under attack and she had to flee, the army was requiring everybody, to get involved and do something. Well, her job with the army was a runner. She'd run between the various groupings, combat groupings, taking messages, because she was good at stealth. She was good at moving fast, and she didn't get caught with messages. That was. So if the only option she has left is to run, she'll outrun you all, and she'll leave you. And she'll come back to the roadhouse just weeping and helpless and feminine. There was nothing I could do.
Okay, guys, if you can vote, if you're ready to go. I did reach out to Scott to see if he's going to join, but if not, I could run Gundar. So let me share the map. All right. So if you recall, we just ended, I think, the 5th or 6th round, and you guys had entered this room that was a little disconcerting. There's obviously there's undead in here. There's also some body parts that kind of like are partially animated. You see like a hand
Yeah,
or
and,
two
and,
wriggling back and forth.
and that's my biggest concern with leaving them behind. If they were just going to be dead till we could come and collect their bodies, but we don't know what's animating this stuff. And I'm horribly afraid that they'd be being used for something horrible.
So let me just kind of summarize, because we are kind of new, some folks, to the system here as far as CNC. So first, Legis, I did change your effect so that it now says continual flame on there. So I remember that your your
Okay.
sword has got the continual flame on it. It was just I just completely forgot about that, to be quite honest. One thing you did notice in the 5 rounds that the 3 remaining skeletons are really focused on the living, and they seem to be bypassing or actually stepping over your comrades that are downed, that are down at this point. Other than the movement of some of the parts that are kind of wiggling on the floor, you notice that they haven't moved from their location, and you haven't noticed any other movement during the battle other than the 2 zombies that you already took out. For the sake of folks that are new to CNC, uh, the stairs here will provide you with a slight elevation, which will give you a +1 to hit, and will give your opponents a -1. So you've been benefiting from being on some of those stairs. Also in CNC, if you call out a dodge effect, no movement, no attack, but you gain additional +2 on your AC for that particular round for up to 3 opponents.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys wanted a minute or two to kind of talk about strategy, or you want to go right into the next round. Because right now, uh, XR is up, Amorous is up, Legis is up. Legis, give me a wisdom roll, if you could.
Yep. In the tower.
Yes, please. Same with XR, too, because you've been at the top of that stair, kind of looking over the battle.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
I duck out from behind the corner once in a while.
Right, you're doing
Whatever.
you're doing the duck, pull out, fire, or do what you have to do, and pull back. So,
What roll was it?
wisdom roll, please.
Thank you.
Oh, very good for both of you. Your comrades are down, but you don't believe that their condition is getting any worse. Uh, they don't seem to be bleeding out from what you've noticed. So,
All right.
just wanted to provide that information. So I'm going to go ahead and, if you want, we're going to jump right into the next round.
Sure.
Okay. And it starts off with Marcus's mount. Okay, Amorous, you're at the top of the round.
Okay. So what did we decide here? You know, I'm whispering to XR. Can you draw them off so I can get past you?
I think it's down to Legis. We pull back, Legis comes back, and
And I'm just
you.
gonna back into the corner and make
That's right.
myself freaking invisible.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because because there's no way to get around the outside in the amount of time. They could
Sounds
be dead
good.
before I get around there.
Grundar's down. Sir Marcus is down. All right. We've got our first undead. He's going to move up.
If Legis goes down, XR, we have no choice. We have to get out of here.
Yeah, of course.
Legis, they all have the same rusty kind of short swords that they've been using to attack the group with.
Okay.
That is a miss. Another one right next to you.
Creature
Rust-
22, his health bar says unconscious. What's going on with that?
Oh. Okay, you are correct. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess you did hit him for 2 last time. For some reason, yeah, he's down.
Oh,
He's
cool.
I might have
unconscious.
hit him for 2.
I
Yeah.
think you probably did. XR.
Yeah. Okay.
So actually, I'm going to do is I'm going to remove him completely.
XR
Yeah.
can engage 21. I can get past him. Because he'll be
Right now,
Legis.
Right now,
Legis
you've got 2
Legis
left.
is, yeah. Yeah, he's engaged with Legis, so we're good. You might be able to pass through.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because the one that was, okay.
I'm going to cast shield.
Okay.
At least protect myself in case they do break if Legis goes down. And I then I can move maybe just the top of the stairs here. Cast that, boom, done, and move here.
Okay.
Or wherever that is, I'm not sure. I'm
So
on,
you're
stuck
thinking
on
like right
stuck
here,
on this stupid
right there.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Whoop.
That's your full turn then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Legis, you've got 2 of the skeletons
Yep.
on you.
So how does movement in combat? Can I strike and then move back 5 feet? Or
If you would like to, you could strike and then move back to an elevated position.
that's what I'd like to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Face him and one-handed bastard sword.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh, geez. Nice hit.
I don't think that includes the half damage for a slashing weapon, though.
Actually, it's enough to get him though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one.
Tough. They just,
No. Well, I'll tell you what happened last time. You guys were not rolling particularly well. Both of the turns didn't go well. And I think I was rolling 17s, 18s, and 19s for the skeletons. So, yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, it was not a pretty sight.
Okay.
So you're going to be elevated there.
That's the idea. I'm
Yeah.
done.
So this one's going to move up, move over, and he will be at -1 to attack you. Rusty sword comes pulling out. course, I roll a 20 on that one. D6. Oh, jeez. Here we go again. Trantis is down. Okay, next round. I'm going to ask Legus, anything you're going to do special? If you want to call it dodge, we would apply that now on the stairs.
No,
Would-
I'm gonna go with the
Okay,
still
no
attacking.
problem. Sounds good. And we kick it off at XR.
Okay. So I've given myself the +1. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the apprentice bolt.
Okay,
Touch.
the old touch.
Yeah.
And oh,
It
nice.
hits, oddly enough, because it's touch.
To be honest, when you hit him, it wasn't that bad. It was the not hitting him.
Yeah, that was
And then
it.
I'll move back.
You can
I
move
can
up
move
to
back
half.
15. Yeah. I think that's.
Gundar's
And that's it.
down. Trantis is down. Legus. Now you're at +1.
All right,
Elevated.
you go.
That's a hit.
There we go.
And that's 10 with 5 is half, and that's exactly what he had. He's already been hit. So he is down.
All right.
Good.
Then as soon as they're down, Amos is gonna start digging around for their.
Okay, so let's do this. Let me approve, but let me go ahead and turn off, unlock that. So here's just a description of the room. So the smell in here is fairly bad. The room contains the body parts in various stages of decay. Several body parts are twitching on the floor. Those body parts keep twitching, but you notice they're not moving or coming any closer to you. The one most disconcerting is a legless torso with one arm and a head from the nose down, which writhing on the floor, kind of in circles. So it looks like some kind of a preparation or test room, perhaps for undead or something.
All right.
I'll zap
Um,
those.
I searched Trantis. Do I find any heal potions on him that I can
Let's
administer to
see.
him?
Trantis has. Yes, he's got a potion of cure light wounds, and he's also got 2 bandages.
What about Gundar?
Gundar has, let's see, the following. Gundar has 2 bandages, and it doesn't appear he took any of the. Yeah, he's got 2 bandages.
Okay, well I'm gonna pull out his bandages and apply them where I can see bleeding.
Okay, actually, he's got 5, so I'll take 2 off for now. Leave him with 3.
Okay, and how many does that heal Gundar up?
That's going to heal him 4. I'll take
Okay,
care
well
of
that
that.
keeps him alive.
All right, Gundar's up, and
Yeah,
we're
I'll,
going to
I'll
do
heal Sir Marcus as well.
Okay.
I guess I'll use the bandage if Trantis has bandages. I use the least expensive stuff first
Okay.
to try to
Yeah.
get him up conscious.
Yeah, he actually has 3 bandages. Use
Right.
all of them.
Mantis is actually in one
Until I get him
state than
conscious, and I'll let him decide what he wants to do.
Sir Marcus.
Okay. So let's do Trantis. We'll do 1 bandage, which gets him to being down by 1. That gives him 2 bandages left. And Sir Marcus.
Yeah, John can remove whatever he wants. Bandages.
Yeah, let's see what Marcus has here. I think he might. Yeah, okay, I'll use 1 bandage on him to get him to 10.
We just need enough to keep him alive and get him
All
up.
right.
Yeah.
So the 3 that were down are a little weak. They're kind of sitting there, but they are up. Um, welcome
Well
back.
done, Legus. You guys should appreciate him. He just saved your lives.
XR has the quote of the the round.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell. So what do you guys do?
We're gonna get them on their feet and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pray like hell we don't run into anything on the way out. I'll go ahead to make sure that we, while because they're damaged, so they're gonna be moving slower.
Yep.
And I can stealth my way out and make sure that.
I'm going to use one of my bandages on myself just in case we run into anything out there. So that's
So
2
I'm
points.
gonna,
2 points.
There we go.
Yep.
and I'm doing my move silently thing because I want to before we came in this way. Do we want to go
We
out the
might
main
want to take
entrance, or
the
do we want to try climbing over the barrels? No, we know the
barrels.
barrels.
Might be.
Yeah.
I'm in armor. I don't want to do the barrel thing.
Okay, well then
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, if I get this far,
Okay.
Is that the way out right there?
yeah, I'm gonna signal to them
Yeah.
that it's safe to come this far, and then I'm gonna go up to the next.
So we're following Amherst. You're heading back to the crypt area, past the sarcophagus.
And we don't see anything there.
No, this is kind of the upper crypt area.
So
For
getting
dwarf.
over far because this is where we saw them. We killed common bodies down. So nothing so far.
So far, you're so good.
I gotta adjust my map here. Okay, then I'm gonna. Where am I? Okay, I'm gonna get up to the next stairway. And I'm gonna pause to listen if I hear anything or
Oh, give me a listen roll.
and the opener in the tower.
Tower's fine. Nothing.
Then I'm gonna signal the guys that it seems to be safe to move.
It's kind of late afternoon, very early evening, so there's still some sunlight out as you guys see it filtering into the cave.
Now do we wanna go all
Amherst, you
we
do have a
want
visibility on the wagon now, which is still there. Seems to be undisturbed.
okay, then I'm just gonna signal and I'm gonna get all the way out and wait for the rest to get this with
We're gonna
my
get the ears.
you guys can stop and get the ears if you feel up to it.
Yeah.
Now, do we want to make it all the way back to the roadhouse before dark, or do we want to find a place to set up a camp where these guys can heal up a little bit before we go?
I'd feel better if we try to get a little bit more healing before we go trekking through the wilderness.
Can we
Well,
set
how
fire
far?
to this thing?
Yeah, I believe you have any kind of assorted bodies from various humans, and then you've got that big group of kind of pale white orcs that you killed that you piled up.
Yeah, I've harvested the ears. I'm guessing they're on the party
Yep.
sheet. So I don't know if we want to destroy the rest of the body so that the whatever necromancer who's still inside can't make more.
Yeah, I have a flask of oil I can pour on it. And we can
Okay.
Perfect.
set
Is
it.
there any way that we should take some bodies back to the roadhouse
We could
So
hitch
that-
this whole thing and take the whole thing with us.
so that they'll
We have
know
horses.
what's being faced?
I think the only horse we have is Marcus's war horse.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, he can do pulling duty if he needs to.
Then we could take this back if we want.
Be a problem.
That would be good evidence. At least we're showing something. But yeah, we keep having to come
We
back
should
here.
have grabbed one of those animated hands too, do it in a sack. But I don't think we want to go back in there.
No, but they're getting supplies of people somewhere. It'd be good to identify the bodies. That might be a good point too. So it sounds like a good plan as well.
Yeah, Marcus, you notice the bodies are pretty much either uh, totally bleached and boned or just not much flesh hanging off them at all. So,
Oh.
so
Might not be identifiable.
you guys can decide which to identify. I would say very slim. If you want to do it from a
Yeah.
courtesy or an honor standpoint, um, you don't know what the mix is. You don't know if there's actually uh, one and a third bodies or if it's a couple of whole bodies. It's kind of a mishmax, but it's your call.
I'd suggest burning, but if you want to carry it back, we can do that as well.
And of course, I'm talking into a
Oh,
sound. Um, it just I was thinking that that there might be value in an honorable burial for these people, and then uh, like an example of what we're up against out here. Those
Okay.
orcs or whatever they are.
sure. I got no problem with that. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll try
That's
to
decided. Yep.
hook
Yeah.
up the wagon and bring it with you, just carry the whole thing, or
If we
Yeah.
can.
yeah, you could. You guys are pretty savvy about hooking up and rigging up whatever you need, so that the horse can pull the wagon. The horse is really in no danger of getting injured, and the wagon seems safe enough to pull at least to the roadhouse. It's not in the best of shape, but it'd be a lot easier to transport that number of bodies and such. It does give off a pretty awful smell. Um, so you may have to be leery of any kind of animals maybe following you.
I'm gonna burn another bandage on myself.
Okay. Let's see who's all healed here. Marcus is still down quite a bit. Trantis, and so is Gundar. I think Gundar will take 2 more bandages. 3 more. Make it a 5.
Marcus, do you have any more bandages on yourself?
Let me take a look. Yes, I do. I guess I'll use one more bandage.
And I will use one of mine also. I'm gonna get him up a little bit more.
I don't know if Trantis has any spells left.
Probably like me, tapped out.
Let's take a look.
I have a light spell. That's it.
No, he seems to be tapped out. Let's see what he had. I think Dwayne's away from the keyboard right now. Let me check his inventory because he's very he's very close. Um, he will take 2 more bandages. That'll put him in a little better shape. So the goal is to travel back to the roadhouse.
Yeah.
Tonight. Okay.
Well, we had 2 options. We can go back to the roadhouse, or we can go to that camp that was set up. That is an in between camp.
Well, can we get back to the roadhouse before it gets dark?
Yeah, there was a camp
Um,
that we could go to as well, wasn't there?
yeah, that camp. You haven't been to it, and it's probably just as far as the roadhouse.
Okay, that's fine.
You feel that if you move right away, you could probably make it back to the roadhouse. It probably would be close to 4 or 5 hours, probably about 10
Okay,
o'clock or so.
okay, we'll do that.
All right. So you guys kind of head south. You've been down these paths before. Let's see if there's any issues. And we're going to say you guys head back to the roadhouse and you make it back without any encounters, no issues. And yeah, we're going to say it's about 10:30 at night. So you guys approach the gate, and as you well know, the gates are closed at night, and the guards, sentries, they kind of recognize you, but they're looking at your cargo, and it's getting fairly ripe at this point. Um, Looks at Sir Marcus. Uh, Sir Marcus, what are we? What are you doing at this point? What has occurred here?
He's muted.
I think is he muted?
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Uh, look up at the guards on the wall and tell them to open the gate and let us in.
okay, he does. You guys have a reputation, and he knows you, and you're in the employ of Bull, basically, and he opens it up, and he lets you in.
All right. So the cart with all this bodies in it probably needs to go somewhere out of the way.
Yeah, so
Unless,
you've got
unless what's his name there is out and about and he can look at it right away. Probably send somebody in the morning to start digging graves. Or burn the bodies of whatever those white skin things are.
yeah, so I think what he'll recommend is probably putting that wagon back over here, maybe even back behind the stable area.
Sure.
So you've got the stable, you've got the main roadhouse in the middle, and you've got the smithy off to the right. So let's place that wagon back in that area. So I'll go ahead and drop the wagon there. We'll say you guys are all here at the front. Wagon's up by the stable. It's been a long day.
That it has.
Yeah, it has.
Is there a room or beds where we can
Oh,
rest?
yes.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. You've got, I believe last time, let me find the roadhouse interior. I think I'll use the new one. See if I can find that.
So I got a question: is there any benefit to wearing head armor like a coif or anything? Is there hit locations, or can I just get rid of that for encumbrance purposes?
Well, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Head armor like coifs and helms. I noticed on the combat sheet has I have head armor basically.
I
Does
think
that ever
that
come
does.
into play, or what's going on? What's that?
Um, I think that's only for if you target, right, John? Basically, because then that just
Um,
protect the head.
yeah, well, I mean, if you're using critical hits, sometimes they're to the specific body part.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not using crits, so
So
if you want to sell it off or just get rid of it and take the cash that normally would come with it, just take the coin.
Okay.
Sure. So I'm going to throw you guys right into the, well, maybe not the horse. Throw you guys right into the, see, Trantis will head up to the bar.
We'll talk to our proprietor and say need to restock with bandages and like to buy a light mace if you have one available.
Yeah, Bull's gonna be behind the bar. You've got, let's see, who else is.
George, can you move Sir Marcus out from the wall? I'm somehow
Oh,
stuck.
yeah. Let's see. Let me just drop you in there real quick.
Thank you.
I think when I moved the drag the green thing over, it just kind of popped you into a wall.
Thank you.
Does that work?
Yes.
So you've got rooms through this door. So one of the barmaids, she's kind of playing some music on the stage. Uh, Bouncers at the front door. Bull is behind the bar.
Marcus goes and lies down. He was very close to death, and he needs a rest. So before anybody can sort of snag him for talks or anything like that, he goes and lies down.
Okay.
There's always time in the morning.
What does everybody else do?
I'm going to try to resupply if I can. I'm looking for a light mace and I want to buy some bandages.
Okay. So the smithy. Good old Udru. He has a supply of some light arms. So whatever the cost is, player's handbook for that, just take it'd be the same cost.
Okay. Looks like 5.
Yeah.
And then if they have any more bandages available, I'd like to buy 9. That'll put me at a total of 10 bandages. Then.
Okay. Yeah. There's bandages available.
How
Yeah,
much
it's
are
one
those?
thing that a Roadhouse is pretty good about making sure they have a good supply of bandages and such. Especially, you'll notice that when you do show up, it seems like there's even more uh, defensive. The mood's a little different in the Roadhouse the last couple days. They're closing up the gates more often. There's a few more checks when folks are milling around inside the compound area, and there seems to be every once in a while they kind of do a little alert, kind of like a scramble to the palisade just to make sure they're able to quickly get in case the Roadhouse gets attacked. So they're just a little bit more on edge the last week or so. Do we
How
lose?
much how much are the bandages each?
Let's see. Are those listed? Let me see. Bandage.
Oh yeah, they are.
1 silver piece each.
Okay. So let's just say 10. That's a gold, right?
Sure. Yep.
I'll do 10.
Did we lose Jeanette?
Yeah, she's resetting for her sound.
Oh.
No one could hear her.
Oh.
So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's funny how she'll start out and you can hear her pretty good, and all of a sudden it just cuts out.
It happened with me it was last week or this
Yeah.
week. It happened the same. Just everything would stop, and then YouTube wouldn't start, and no videos would start. My sound and everything cut out. I think it's It's USB probably.
Think so? Yeah, I've been having.
I'm
I was
guessing it's an
mentioning
old one.
I was having a little trouble with Discord with the overlay. It was working fine the first time I tried it, but right now, I for some reason I can't bring it up in Fantasy Grounds this time. I'll have to
I
work with
forgot
it.
that existed.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see the names and who's talking, but
Yeah.
getting kind of used to who's online now. Anybody else doing anything at the Roadhouse? I think good old Gundar is gonna head over to one of these rooms and crash out. Bull's available, but he looks like you guys. He looks at you folks and looks like you guys are kind of beaten. Maybe you want to talk in the morning about what's occurred.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. I'll put Amorous in a room. Put Trantis in a room. Blake, is she going to stay up for a beer or are you going to crash out? I think there's one way
Yeah, I'm
south
gonna
there.
crash.
Wait, keep going
There's no empty
south.
beds.
No, there's one. Keep going south.
Oh, I see.
There you go. You get the last room. All right, so you guys rest for the evening. I would think well into the morning. All right, we're gonna say it's 7:30. You guys tell me when you want to come up or wake up. As standard procedure, the Roadhouse has breakfast available. Let me do a long
Yeah.
rest
Get my spells back. There we go.
overnight.
Would Trantis be able to cast a few healing?
Oh yeah.
Few healing
Sh-
spells?
Absolutely. Trantis wakes up like, oof, boy, that was. First of all, a lot of round of applause for those who were still holding the battle and got us out of that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Is there any natural healing that occurs overnight, or how does that work out?
1 point.
Okay.
John, is there a way to do? They don't do that for the combat tracker, do they? Like an overnight rest, where it automatically applies it, does it?
Well, it did on mine because
Oh, it did.
I was at 6 and now I'm at 5.
Oh, here, let me try that again. Let me just see if that works.
Oh yeah, I was at 3. So yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right. Sir Marcus will do a cast on you. And he would have taken 2 of those. And let's see. Gundar. All right. So it's morning. Trantis did his spells. The only one who's down a little bit is Trantis himself, but he'll take care of that next time. What do we do?
Well, yeah. I guess get up, have a meal, and talk with whoever's in charge. I'm sorry, I forget.
Bull.
Bull. The burly bull at the bar.
So we
He's-
brought back a wagon with, I guess, defiled corpses for burial. There's also some white-skinned humanoids there that I thought you would want to see before we burn those bodies.
Yes. We'll
Is
just
there
do theater to mind here, but Bull, if you take him out, he'll follow you to the wagon.
sure? Is there a place nearby for burials?
Yes, we have a spot um, toward the back part of the compound. We'll take care of um, what we'll do is we'll do kind of a cremation and we'll take care of the ashes.
Yeah. And then for the whatever those white humanoids are, just so that he sees them with his own eyes in case
Mhm.
for some reason he wouldn't believe or um, whatever. And then those bodies need to be burned as well.
Yeah, so he follows you out to the wagon. Um, you can tell that, I mean, they're obviously in bad shape. So he has a couple of assistants take the human remains, um, takes those off to the side. They go ahead and do the right kind of a ceremony and right kind of a they do a fire and they take care of that. The white orcs, yeah, he's very concerned about white orcs. Um, he knows there's certain squads or legions that are in the orc army, and they're usually broken up into tribes. Um, there's not too many of the ones that are the white ones. They're kind of rare, so he's a little disconcerting that these are now west of the river in what appeared to be fairly good sized numbers with the 7 or 8 that you found. So he's a little concerned about that. But yes, he does acknowledge that you took care of him. Um, your credibility with Bull is continuing to grow. He does ask, "What's the situation with the caves? What have you learned?" I mean, obviously there's some shenanigans going on.
Yeah, there's a necromancer holdup in there. We assume because we keep encountering zombies and skeletons, and there's a
Uh,
whole laboratory of necromantic creations down there.
so he starts thinking that does kind of make sense with the white pale orcs. They seem to have this link to that kind of nefarious activity. Um, so the bodies you were the bodies at the cave? Were they
They were delivered
delivered?
by these orcs.
They were brought
On
there
this
from.
very wagon, in fact.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I see. Okay, now he's getting a better picture of it. So but they were bringing them inside, and that's how you intercepted them.
yep, exactly. We ambushed them, and then we put them in the cart.
How
Brought
about
them here.
the stores? Have you noticed if there's any stores left in the caves?
Yeah, you came across a lot of barrels down a very narrow passageway.
Narrow
A lot of barrels.
passage. Oh, okay. So they weren't packed in any of the they weren't packed in the rooms specifically?
No, no, it was actually in the narrow passageway to the north. There's a little narrow passageway to the side.
Oh, that's of interest. Perhaps they've been moved for some reason. Okay, that's good information. Do you feel it's cleaned out now?
No, we have not encountered the necromancer itself. So we came across one of his items, a staff, and it knocked me out when I tried to touch it. So he's or she's still around. We
Okay.
assume we have definitely not encountered anyone that would have posed as a necromancer. So we need to go back in. We need to keep pushing through. There's quite a lot of the crypt.
Yeah, wow,
Is there
that's
any maps? Are there any maps of the crypts or anything that you might be able to tell us more of what's deeper in there? Because it looks like they're holed up way deep inside.
well, normally what we do is we store there's a way in the back of those caves. Um, there's kind of like this upper crypt area that kind of leads down to a lower crypt, and then
Yeah.
you'll see two distinct doors. We pack everything in there, which would have been like a it would have been like a upper and lower chapel in there. So we packed them in there. Just that's where we kept everything stored. It sounds like they've been moved from that store area to the north. You mentioned the north tunnel, because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be pretty tight in there if they were packed in there.
It was quite tight. Yeah.
So yeah, the rear doors. That's where we kept all the materials packed.
Yeah. We came across a secret area with a crypt, and that's where we came across the skeleton zombies. And yeah, we've not. When we came to the doors, we could not open them. They were locked, presumably from the other side.
Oh, that's of
That's
interest.
some. Yeah, exactly. Was there some sort of mechanism to open them, or I tried unlocking them with a spell. They wouldn't budge.
He thinks about it for a moment. I mean, the only thing that could happen is it could be barred from the inside somehow.
Yeah, that's what we assumed.
Yeah, because that would have been like a chapel area for this crypt. It's got a
Was there any
it's
other entrance?
because you did mention because he kind of goes back and says you mentioned what's the secret area that you're
Yeah, there
you're
was to the south. There was a secret area which seemed to be a crypt. We found a hole in the wall that led us into a crypt, and that's where we came across skeleton zombies, which took us down, and we only just barely made it out with our lives. We
Hmm.
managed to clear them out, but it was quite a close
There
one.
must be some way in there because I just know of the two doors
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
at that point.
Right.
So if you do get in there, there's a lower and upper uh, chapel area. There's stairs on either side. That's where we stored everything.
Maybe that's not my best recollection
Hi,
of where
Jeanette, you
we were.
back?
I don't know. Can I be heard?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes. It
yes.
was actually to the north. It was to the north that we encountered
Okay.
the skeleton zombies. Yeah, that was it. There was a huge laboratory.
So it sounds like
That
they've
was
been doing some work up there for a while to do all that work. I mean, it's not
when
that
was the
easy
last
to
time
be.
you when
Well,
was the last time you actually had people there?
it probably wouldn't have been till last fall, early winter. Now it is spring, so we haven't really been up there for a couple of months. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Station.
more concerning. All right, so you guys take care of the bodies. He does offer you. He's going to throw another 25 gold into the party sheet. Um, his folks take care of burning the orcs as well. Nothing else is found on them. Got your orc ears. We'll get rid of those. Cleavers. Actually, the smith, he'll take those. There's metal he'll melt down. So he'll go ahead and give you another 10 gold for that. And all you've got left is one candle and 8 blowpipes in your party sheet.
Yeah, nobody wants those blowpipes, I assume.
I can only use one blowpipe at a time, and I
That's
Yeah.
right.
with the darts.
You're not a dual
um,
blowpipe person?
Don't have any
yeah.
advantages that say dual wielding or anything. So
So if we can't sell them, then we can just leave them here somewhere.
those the
Take them off
ones
the
that the
sheet.
smith made us, so that we just give them back to him for the metal.
All right, so there was definitely some benefit to bringing those bodies back and taking care of them properly, as
Yep.
well as the orcs too. So basically, Bull says, if is there anything else I can help you with? I mean, he'll make bandages available to you guys. He realizes that this appears to be a much tougher assignment than he had anticipated.
Sure.
Yeah, bandages would be good. Um, and obviously a place to rest and
Yes, that you have it
recuperate.
here, no problem.
Um, I guess our next trip would be to the campsite, or there was a
Yeah.
second set of caves.
The campsite's good just to touch base, and then we can go back and start. We can go back into this
Yes, there's
back
the
where we were.
There's a Northwick camp, that hunt camp, which is south of the fort that he wanted you to take a look at, as well as finalizing any kind of work in the caves. His priority right now is the caves.
Yeah.
That's his
Um,
fallback position in case something does happen, and you can kind of tell he's not so much worried. He's just got that concern where part of his mind is thinking about um, what could happen to the roadhouse. How might an attack come? Matter of fact, he does share with you because of the trust that's being built. Um, he's got it set up to where this door, trap door behind the bar here. If there ever is a attack where individuals get inside the compound, an underground system will lead to the stables, and it can also lead over to the smithy as well. And there's also, if you head north, it will bring you out probably about 50 yards outside the camp in a little small. It's not a lot of trees, but there's some rocky and some bushy areas that are kind of covered up. So there's a little bit of an escape hatch. So that's come in handy in the past. So that's a fallback. All right, let me get some bandages and the thing here. Let's see. All right, there's some more bandages in the description. Matter of fact, Legacy slides back your gold coin to you for the ones you bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a much more challenging situation than he thought.
yeah, Sir Marcus takes a couple of bandages.
Absolutely.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna have to rethink this mace again. I just can't
And
keep
I
my
need
weight under
him to
control.
replace any arrows.
Legacy, the mace isn't going to work for you.
I just can't squeeze in the weight without it puts me over. So I'm burdened. So my speed drops down to 20.
Well, let's see. How is your weight?
make sure you've got everything in your backpack that can go in there.
I think I actually have too much in my backpack.
Now, let's take a look. Let's do an inventory control on Legacy. Oh, let's see, 22. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, the bastard sword, the shield, the scale. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Do I really need a bedroll? Can I get rid of that? That'll knock 3 off.
Trying to think of what we have here. You're just slightly over. Because now we got the adventurer's backpack available. So there's some items here that might be a benefit.
Oh, is that a module? I probably need to load that up.
Yeah. Because Bull wants to make sure you're outfitted properly for the things you need. You got this expert extra large backpack, which carries quite a bit more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the only thing I need then is for him to replace the arrows that I didn't recover.
Yeah, just go ahead and replace your arrows.
Because I don't have the weight. If I carry even so much as a bandage, I'm going to be hitting encumbrance levels. That is the one thing I don't like about CNC is they're so low of threshold for encumbrance.
And
Uh,
so stuff you put in the backpack, is it get absorbed by the encumbrance of the backpack up to its limit or something?
Yeah,
Yes, up to a certain amount.
yeah.
Okay.
So
All
your
right.
backpack is showing overloaded. So
So if I get rid of that and go with a big backpack,
you can go with the extra large.
yeah, see what that does.
Yeah. So go ahead and seed those. Yeah, exactly. See how that turns out. Let's see what Amorous has got here. Leather full suit, right?
Yeah, that's all I can wear. Anything else, and it would interfere with my skill set. And that I wear under a loose peasant type gown and my cloak.
Let's see what I have here. Yeah, Bull tells you to go see the smithy, Amorous,
Oh,
and explain to him what your issue is, and he might be able to, because you guys probably share your story about what's occurred, and he's kind of
well,
taken a liking to you because of your past work at the roadhouse, and and how you guys are tackling this job. Just go take a look at, go talk to him, see maybe he can do something for you.
okay, but I like to move quietly. Anything with metal on it makes noise.
Well, he's also got some skills with leather too.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go see the smithy.
Okay.
And if you lose me again here, my computer's doing this thing, and I've noticed that's when I lose sound, is when it's running high like that. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can.
And when it does, and I have no idea why it's doing that, because I have no browsers open. The only thing I have open is FGU and Discord.
Overheating.
It's not overheating. The fans are running. I mean, I can check whether,
Yeah. Your vents are clean and all that, I assume.
We made it out alive.
Yes.
And the one
Yes.
thing I like about this computer is, I mean, the sides are almost completely vented. It's not enclosed
Yeah.
in case. It's open sides. It's got pretty blue light. Looks like a jet taking off. Now it sounds like a jet taking off. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a sign of aging and needs to be
No,
checked. The temperatures.
Yeah, I've got the speed fan thing that I.
Yeah.
So Russ, has that helped a bit? That bag?
0.1 over.
I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah, the idea is you just drop the backpack and fight. You don't carry it. So.
Good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's no problem. You're good. Yeah, Dwayne, the group started to pull back. Legos used the stairs as kind of a little bit of an advantage, having a little harder to hit, easier to hit. They really didn't have many hit points left, and I wasn't rolling 17s, 18s, and 19s like last week or 2 weeks
You
ago.
did do one good roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the one good. I had a 20.
And then 6 damage.
So those 3 went down, and they were able to apply bandages to get you through. They decided to bring the bodies and the orcs back to the roadhouse. The human remains were taken care of as far as cremated and proper burial, and then you were paid some gold for the orcs, and so we're still back at the roadhouse.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much reward did we collect?
Well, he picked up some 25 gold for the extra orcs, but Bull's realizing that this is a bit more of a, but what you described and what you brought back is a bit more of a challenge. So he did provide a host of bandages for the group to use. He's asked Amaris to go see the smithy, who might be able to help with some of her weight encumbrance issues.
Cool.
Okay, my speed fan and my task manager isn't showing anything. Did I lose sound again?
No, I can hear you.
Like, I this makes me paranoid. If I say something and nobody responds, it's like, can I be hurt?
No,
Yeah.
we could hear you.
Fan showing that the temperatures are within safe range easily.
Yeah.
But my CPU keeps spiking up. It drops down to like 28, and then it'll spike up to 100%. And
That's Windows 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows 10 was real bad about that. I remember having issues with Windows 10, or now you're on Windows 11 probably.
I just blame Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, you just check it when you're not using Fantasy Grounds, see if it's still doing that. Because mine's running high. I can hear my fan.
Jeez, I'm still running 7.
Yeah, I'm using 7 as well because it worked better for my system. I couldn't get 10 to work with all the new components I put in 6 years ago or whenever I made this computer. So long ago. When it was. It was 2018, 4 years ago. Anyhow, we're gonna head as we said to the camp and then back to clearing out this cavern / crypt / cave system. Is that what we're talking about? Is the cave system the same as the place we're at?
Yes, yeah, the cave system is where they have their fallback position.
Because it's not really a cave system. It's more like a crypt. It's more of a
yeah. He calls it. Yeah, he looks at it
he's
less
really
from
he's really selling it short there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was a crypt that was really never used by anybody, but apparently now it is being used by
yeah.
someone.
Yeah. And there's some secret parts I didn't even know about. So yeah, there was plenty of fodder for whoever's in there or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, that's cool. We'll head that way, and
Yeah.
people
So,
can.
Amherst, you're gonna see
Yeah,
Tarver.
I'm going to see him.
Okay. So, you probably explained to him that you're looking for a little bit of a weight pickup here, or not, being a little bit lighter on your feet.
Yeah, because I don't carry a lot of weapons. I carry my bow, my arrows, and now these, and then I've got my little pouch with my stuff to collect herbs and bottles for collecting samples. But
So he kind of looks you over because you're kind of a, you know, I don't think you're very tall. You're not very heavy. Um, he looks at you. You've got a leather suit on, correct?
yeah,
Full suit.
yeah.
He thinks that he can, with the proper measurements and probably, let's see, with his leather skills, probably with 3 days and at least one or two fittings, he thinks he can recreate a leather full suit for you that is of, let's see, what quality would he create?
Yeah, I don't understand. I've got so many people in chat, but then just 2 viewers.
Um,
Well, we survived. I'm convalescing.
he can do what he calls his as like a mastercraft type armor for you. So it's non-magical, but you'll gain a 1 on the AC, and he'll be able to remove 1 EV from it as well.
Wonder.
Well, that would let me carry what, one whole band-aid?
Well, it'll give you 1 better on the AC, and it will take off 1 EV. So instead of
Yeah,
being
well
2,
that'll
it'll be
help.
1.
So are we gonna hang out here for 3 days, or are we heading back?
No, no, he can just take the measurements, and he can create it while you're doing your thing. But that's what he can do for you.
Well,
If
then
you're
I'll tell him, and I'm gonna ask him how much he's gonna charge me because he was sent to me, and times are hard, and we're not making a lot of money.
well, Bull was sent Bull sent you, so looks like he's probably gonna pick it up. So don't worry about it if you're interested.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested. I just don't want anything that's gonna interfere with my movement or my ability to,
No, no. No, you'll have the same movement,
How many
a
XP do I
little
have?
better AC, and you're gonna gain at least 1 EV from, uh, maybe carry a little bit extra stuff if you have to, or
500.
just stay below.
Quarter of the
So
way.
he'll do the measurements, and it'll take 3 days, and he'll be able to have something for you.
Hey, George, is this map Dungeon Alchemist?
Yes. The one with
Nice.
the rooms?
Yes.
Yeah. That program is actually pretty good. I like it.
I'm very tempted to get it, especially when people are giving away free maps.
Well, that's just it, and I yeah, and in this case, I added the lights. I think I put my own lights in through Fantasy Grounds too, but it lines up beautifully. You don't get the three-dimensional look or the isometric, which really would enhance it. Um, but what would be good is if you ever get to the point where you can like place a camera within that, take a picture of it, and use like a snapshot. That would be kind of cool, using it kind of like a scene setup, but then using the overhead. Um, I think there's only a lot of potential for it.
Cool.
And the occluders, the walls, it lines up 100% top down. I didn't have to make any changes at all or fix anything.
Nice. Yeah, very tempting.
All right. So party sheet. You still got 9 bandages in the party sheet. Feel free to shop around. I think what we'll do is do another full rest because I believe Trantis was using several of his spells to get everybody up back to speed. Anything else while you're at the roadhouse?
Yeah, before we went to bed that night, I can hit him with one of my little heals. And then he'll be okay.
Thank you.
Right.
There.
So back to, we'll call it the crypts, not the cave complex.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the camp first. I think that was the idea.
Oh, all the way to the camp first.
Yeah, so we
Correct.
at least familiar with it. Yeah.
Okay. So let's call up your map. Here's your travel map. So you guys are at the roadhouse right now. The cave complex you'll see just north of it. It's only about 7 miles or so. And the that Northwick Hunter Camp that's somewhere in this grid here to the northern part of that grid. So almost due west of the
So it's
cave.
in the other direction.
Yes, it's west of the cave complex. Yes, about 10 miles.
So there are a lot of bad guy types there that we might have to deal with.
No, this
So that
is
was
set up by Bull himself, right?
Well, he was saying that when you decide to go to the fort, the camp is kind of a good place to stop if you need to get a meal, get some drink, that type of thing.
Yeah.
so there's really no if we're going back to the caves, there's really no point in going there first. It's only if we're on because it's en route to the fort, and he said he was prioritizing the caves.
Yeah, he prefers you to finish the crypts for sure.
Fine by me.
He was just mentioning the cave, the hunt camp is there in case you needed to overnight before you went to the fort, or if you needed to pick
Yeah,
up
it's
a hot
odd
meal.
because it's kind of further away than actually going back to the roadhouse. But yeah,
Right, but if you remember, it was going from the caves over to the fort, and he was thinking if you ever needed to not go all the way back to the roadhouse, it would be easier just to stop at the hunt camp. So,
yeah, it's fine. Let's go.
okay. All right, so I'll close out that map.
Check out spells. Okay.
Okay, we'll get back to. Let me make sure I got the combat tracker updated with the right folks. All right, you're back to the camp, or I'm sorry, the caves. And I believe we're unlocked.
Any signs that there's been any movement outside?
So basically, let's see any changes since you were last there. Basically,
Yes, that's right. Was the
uh,
skull ever picked up? One that we broke?
well, actually, that skull is missing. Um, but you also noticed it was missing the last time.
That's what I
Um,
thought, yeah.
with the when you had the little orc battle.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other?
Nothing else seems out of place.
Okay.
Let's see. I think
We never explored down this way any further.
actually you guys did.
I think we came around the other way and came up there.
Yes. There was a cave, or there was that circles around to the south, and then it went through a room that had opposite doors on each side of the room, and it was kind of like a statue room. There was bases and such.
Oh, who's that
Uh,
guy?
which guy?
Is
Yeah, the
that
dwarf. There's been a dwarf down here in the middle.
Oh, that is a
I
that's
don't
my
see
that's
it.
my test dwarf.
oh for line of sight?
Yeah, exactly. Testing different things.
So here are the doors again. And so you mentioned that they must be locked, barred on the inside.
Let's see. First of all, um, everyone, let's see who's down there. That's Trantis, Legus, XR. Let me do this. So Trantis, I think you were last time. Wonder where that bone rod is that was here before.
Yeah, it used to be against this wall, right?
Gone.
This thing that knocked out
Yeah.
XR is no longer laying on the ground where it was last left.
So someone's been here.
But that door ahead of you, Legas, is definitely closed.
And we went down around this way, and it just circled back. This
And
cave
that
where we.
and that door in front of Amherst. So you're thinking that must be the dual door system that Bull was mentioning,
Yes.
where they were doing their original storage.
And did we clear the north after we? I think there's still some room up there
You
as
had
well.
never really gone north into the room that you were fighting the skeletons. That was the other way
Yeah.
around. If you decided to do the end run like Amherst was mentioning, coming all the way around back to the party.
Well, now that we cleaned out this room, maybe we should give it a good once over.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly. I have to look around.
The body part's still there, twitching.
Body parts are still there twitching. You see some body parts that are kind of wrapped in a uh like a thin skin. You don't know if it's a human skin or creature skin. There's no fur on it, but it's also got this black kind of a dark material on it. You see there's glass bottles and vials that have this disgusting looking kind of black thick material in it. Several of the bottles have been broken and the liquid's kind of congealed into this disgusting paste that's on the ground. Um,
I want to hack at that legless torso till it stops moving around.
Okay. Yeah, you actually it's kind of spinning in a circle. It's only got one arm. It's in a torso with no legs, and it's kind of spinning. And after you hit it sufficient times, it you essentially kill it.
Yeah, I'm going around the room just zapping
Okay.
things.
You're practicing your touch control.
Yeah.
I'm actively searching for secret doors.
Okay.
So I get a +1.
Uh,
Actively searching.
yeah, this room is solid. You're not really picking up any secret doors or any sliding doors. This
Okay.
big square thing in the middle of the room is actually not even a table. It's like the top of a table, but it's actually laying on the ground. Some of the body parts are kind of hanging off of it. It looks like just a mishmash here. Looks like different body parts have been being brought in here over, some period of time.
Guess we head back south again.
See, I'll bring at least Marcus up.
Have we tried getting in these doors before, both of them?
Yeah, they're barred from the inside. I even used a spell and it didn't open them. So try it down south. Let's have a look. See.
Oh, there's a secret door.
Yep, there's a secret door here.
Yeah, that was a
We went
secret door
inside
you
here.
guys went into before.
Now let's search in here because it makes more sense that there would be
Search up
possibly
here.
a.
Okay, Legus, right in front of you, you're seeing the same kind of a situation that was the secret door to let you into this area. It's in that wall right there. It appears to be a slider, like the other one that was coming off the hall. Let me get John up there, or Marcus. Not sure why. See, if you recall, these are kind of the sarcophagus tops, but they're all on the ground. And this
Okay.
is where there was, I don't know what, 9 or so skeletons that were in this room.
Keep my voice kind of low. Hey, say, hey guys, I detected another secret door up here in the north wall. I'm going to drop my backpack. Motion for Marcus to come up and join me and say, well, you guys ready to breach this door?
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah, it looks like it's a simple slider. Just go ahead and just give me a little strength roll.
Strength, where are you?
Okay, Legus. If you recall, the other slider kind of made a grinding noise when you kind of slid it. And if you remember, the other doors in that statue room were kind of loud because they were maybe a little out of joint. This slider opens up it's very smooth.
All right.
Um, and as you start sliding it, it's virtually silent as you're sliding it open.
Okay.
That's good.
So let me see if I can actually open it. Oh, hang on a second, folks. I think I might have a issue here with the occluder. Oh yeah, I forgot to take one out. Hang on one sec.
Zoom in.
So it opens up very slowly. Legis, I'm going to ask you to give me actually 2 rolls. Give me a wisdom roll and give me an intelligence roll in the tower.
That red light's kind of eerie.
Yes. So let's see. Based on those. Okay, this gives me some details here. So the first thing is you slowly slide the secret door. It's very quiet, very smooth. At first, there is this sickly, kind of sweet smell of perhaps rotting flesh. It's not overpowering, but it's just got a sweet, sick smell to it. It's not overpowering, but it's disgusting. Your eyes start to adjust, and you see this reddish glow coming off the wall into this part of the room. Um, you do make out several figures um, in the room. So
They hear the door open and turn.
Door was quiet, so maybe.
the door was quiet. So, and this is based on what your rolls were and how quiet you were. You're seeing this glow is cascading into the part of the room, and this figure is actually kneeling down, kind of leaning on one arm, and passing his hands over another creature that's kind of laying next to him. Now, the creature, the human on his hand doesn't really notice you. Even with some of your light coming in, he keeps continuing with his hand kind of passing over. He either to you you don't know if he's sickly. You don't know if he's kind of like in a mental.
Talk about that guy
Uh,
right there.
he's not really chanting or anything. The one that you have the arrow on that looks like one of the orcs, the pale orcs, but he's laying down and his hand, the other guy's hand is over him. 2 other creatures. Let's see. Make sure I have the right creature here. Yeah. You also see bathed in this light, um, what looks like 2 zombies to you. So you see 4 creatures do you see 4 in the light there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the one that says gray cloaked, he's kneeling on one arm. The one right in front of him looks like it's an orc creature, and the other 2 look like zombies, and they're in this light that's kind of coming from the back wall. So give me a dex roll. Okay, so you open the door, you're not surprised, and you do see this scenario playing out in front of you.
I think we need to stop this ASAP.
Okay,
Yes.
Legus, I'm going to allow you to take an action here. You're at the door. You witness this.
Can I charge the gray cloaked human and attack him?
Sure, if you'd like to. Is it, what's the distance? It's got to be at least 30 from your location. You can charge. So put the charge on.
Oh, it's under effects.
I believe so. Yes. Can you see it? If
Okay,
not, I can.
is it under conditions or is it over to the right? Still
Custom.
charging. I see it. Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead, make your move to right next to him, and go ahead, drop your die on him. That, my friend, is a hit. Nice hit. Now, as you get closer, he doesn't. He that gray cloaked creature looks more sickly to you as you get closer. You hit him, and he's startled. And it looks like at this point we're gonna go into initiative for the full group.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. I think.
Do we roll, or is the game roll for us? Can't remember.
No, the first round, you guys roll the first round, and then after that, it'd be automatic.
All right.
I think, I don't know, is John back? I think so.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. So Amorous
Oh, hang on.
and can roll a niche. Looks like I'll have to do it for Gundar. That real quick. Okay. Wow. Legas. Nice roll.
I'm gonna hit him again. I'm no longer charging though, right? So I'll take
Correct.
that.
So I can take that off you.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
Oh, damn. All right.
That's a miss. Okay. Okay. So this creature in front of the undead, or I'm sorry, not the undead, the gray cloaks. He's starting to move, and it looks to you like as if he's not a living being at this point. It looks like he's being turned into some type of a undead creature, but they're using the orc body as a catalyst for it.
Okay.
But he's not doing anything this round. The gray cloaked individual is he's still continuing with his either prayer or chant or whatever he's doing over this orc body. Sir Marcus.
Oops.
Oh. I probably should lock tokens. Yep. Are you able to move okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge this thing from.
Okay. Da, da, da. You can put the charge on and do your thing.
So I'm gonna need all the help I can get from the previous.
Yeah, watch. This is when you go crazy now.
Well,
18s, 19s, which is fine. It'll all even out. There you go.
Nice.
Very nice.
Back to normal.
Hey, moderate to moderate.
Okay.
All right,
That's okay.
Trantis. So yeah, you see two of your comrades inside this kind of sickly reddish glow.
I'm gonna move into the room, readying my holy symbol.
Okay.
Oh, I get stuck in a wall. Okay, I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna?
try a turn.
Okay.
Should I
So
target them?
no. So who you're gonna target? It looks like there's two zombies. Actually, give me a wisdom roll if you could, please, real quick,
Sure.
just to see. Okay, so it looks like you've got two zombies. You've seen those before. Um, you're not quite sure if the orc creature is undead at this point, but it looks like it could be undead. Um, so you can either target the orc, or you could target, or you can just call out that you're going after the zombies and just give me a roll. You tell me which group.
I'll try the zombies.
Okay, just give me your turn roll. Oh,
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice.
and those are both good. So
Nice
give
roll.
me your, was it 2d6 plus 1? I believe for the number.
Let me double check.
1 for your charisma, I think. You have 1 charisma, I think.
I know I don't have a plus for charisma.
Okay, I thought you did. All right.
1d12 plus
So
charisma.
2d6.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So
Mm.
you you make your turn. You call upon your symbol, and both of these rotten humanoids are what they call turned. Very good.
Excellent.
All right. Okay, the skeleton comes up from the um, lower crypt area or chapel, and kind of comes up toward the top, but he has to stop. It's as far as you can move. Same thing with this one. All right, Gundar. Oops. Let's see. 1, 2. Well, he's gonna move to here. That's his max move. Amorous.
Okay, it just shifted the whole map when you. Um, oh, now
Oh, what was that?
I've lost the map. I was gonna step over just to the doorway where I could get get a look at what's going on, pick a target, and fire. I had my bow in hand as soon as they opened the damn door.
So is Gundar in the way?
So much in the way here. Now I've got the map back. Let me see if I can do this without making this worse. I can see through the door.
Yep.
No, XR is more in the way. And I couldn't see how far that was because I'm not getting the distances showing up. Because I can make the 30 and like I could step up to the door. And yeah, okay, that's 5. So that the other so and I'm still going to be able to duck back. Now, is there any of the fleshy ones that I can get a shot on without?
From wherever you're at, you're gonna be shooting over Trantis, over Sir Marcus.
So I'd actually have to. I got that kind of move. I can still move.
Okay, you're gonna move over here. Wait, like this?
Yeah. And I'm going to take a shot at 17 because that's the closest to
Okay.
me. I don't want it coming after. And because I got my sneak attack, because I just came in, I got my 2+2 to hit and 4 to damage.
Yeah. So if you remember, when you're in melee, it's a -2 to hit. So you're gonna be just at
I'm
the
not in melee.
no,
I'm
um, Marcus's because your
then
party
I'm
member.
3. Oh, it's a -2, but then I get the +2 for the sneaks.
Right. So it's a wash. Ooh,
But
that's
the
a good hit.
but I still get the +4 to damage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Marcus hit that one. So I think this might be. Let's see. Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, I'm here in the corner, and this is where I'm pressing myself against the wall.
Okay,
And the
great.
3 guys standing between me and them are enough.
XR.
Okay. I'll move up 15. And I will shoot the gray cloaked human with magic missile.
Ah, very good.
That will be what I do. Open that up. Drag this over.
Big cast.
Drop it on him.
Oh,
At least we're rolling halfway decent this week so far.
Yeah.
That's what nearly killed us the last time.
Sir Marcus's mount. He's outside. Rotten humanoid is turned. So he is trying to make his way away from Trantis. Rotten humanoid. Same thing here.
do I get a swing at him as he leaves?
Let's see. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's just walking away. Sure. Yeah, you're right.
Do I get one as he passes me too?
If he makes it that far, yes. I have a feeling this is the vengeance of Sir Marcus. He's
Let's
going to
see.
make up for.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh my God.
there's
Sorry.
the vengeance for you.
He's back.
Mm.
All right. So he will walk past and you can take your shot. Legus. Boom. Well done.
I'm
All right.
up here in the corner.
Next round.
Ooh, I'm first. Well,
Amorous.
then I'm going to try to shoot the gray cloaked human.
Okay.
Am I still into melee? So I don't. Well, he's probably expecting attack now, so it no longer applies.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Take your shot. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Put him
Well
down.
done.
nice.
Boy, nice combo with the charge, the magic missile, the arrow. All took its toll. Okay, Legus, the gray cloaked gentleman is unconscious.
I'm not sure about this orc creature, so I'm going to attack it just to make sure it doesn't animate.
Okay. Take a shot.
All right.
That's a hit.
And that's it.
XR.
Okay. Guess I'll move more in. Was it 5, 5, 10, there we go.
Mm.
Oh! Really? I don't think I would walk into those skeletons. Could I not see the skeletons?
You do now. I'll
What
face
the
you
hell?
towards them.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
I guess I'll cast shield. There, I cast shield. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. All right. So the orc creature, he is now no longer prone. He will stand up. He's not going to attack this round. Gundar. Looks like he's got an angle on this skeleton here that's menacing XR. So we'll
Yeah, I
try
need to put in shield on
yes,
my
we will
character.
try to take care of that with a nat 20. That'll do it.
Nice.
Let me roll this damage here. I'll take 1/2 of that. Drop it on
That's fair.
him, and it's dying. Gundar's feeling a little bolden. He will move forward and take the brunt of this skeleton. Trantis.
Okay. Can I step in there beside Gundar? Can I get in there?
Yeah. Yeah. Gundar's kind of small. You're kind of, it's a little tight, but you get a shot.
Yeah, I'll swing with my warhammer.
Yeah. You guys are rolling much better this week.
It's hard to roll worse than we did last time.
Well,
But not impossible.
No, not in my. So he's the expert.
that's right.
Okay. I'm going here,
All right.
and I'm going to attack the orc creature.
All right.
This gray cloaked guy is on the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
You hit. Dying.
I have cleaving strike.
Okay.
Well, yeah, unconscious is a great assistance.
Wow. That's oh man, it's got cold out. Ooh. All right.
That's
Any
it.
other move?
I'm gonna step forward my last 5 feet
Okay.
and keep an eye on that rotten humanoid there.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
I think the skeleton will go after the
ow.
holy creature.
Ouch.
Him?
Boom, that's a hit. Gray cloaked, he is down. Rotten humanoid. He, feeling the power of Trantis, just stops. That's about as far as he can go. Let's see. He's actually going to be cowering in the corner. I thought there was a cowering. Okay, well, he's kind of cowering in the corner. He's actually staring at the wall, away from Francis.
Can't stand the light of Vanium.
That's right. XR. You've got a front line in front of you there.
Yeah.
A vanguard.
Which is great, yeah. I guess 5 feet. Can I walk over these things?
Yeah, those are like little. Again, they would be either marks on the floor where things would be, or they're just tops that were laid out.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
just trying
all
to get
floor throughout here. Well, if you notice that section there is probably about 8 feet below where you're at. There's
Okay,
stairs
that's fine
going
then.
down. Yeah.
Just trying to get. Guessing there's no way to get, so. I'll just hold an action until something pops out.
Okay.
'Cause I can't really shoot through people, so yeah. I'm not going to waste a magic missile.
Trantis.
I'm gonna swing at this guy.
He's looking right at you.
Miss.
Any move? Nope. Sir Marcus.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so that robed guy we're sure has been dispatched now.
Yeah, he's bleeding out. The blood looks a little funky. Matter of fact, give me a
Okay.
quick wisdom roll
I'm
if you could.
somewhat skeptical of this person.
You don't believe your DM, do you? No, just kidding. That red glow that's coming from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You, as you pass by, you kind of noticed that that's where that bone rod. It's been actually. It's almost like a little carved area in the wall where it's been placed there, and this glow is coming from that bone rod that you found in the other area, but has been since moved. You don't seem to feel any ill effects in this light. It's just kind of.
Can I wedge it out of the the indentation with, like, say, the tip of my sword?
Yeah, you could take a weapon and try to wiggle it out and see if it falls to the ground. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, and if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna grab it the next chance I get.
Okay.
Pull it out.
Just give me a dex roll then. Yeah, no problem. It pops out, lands on the ground, still glowing.
The wall or the staff?
The actual little rod is still glowing.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move it with the edge of my sword as it's, like, I don't know, 10 feet away, 15 feet away from the wall,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna sort of keep an eye on Rotten Humanoid One.
You're gonna move it. Which direction were you gonna move it to? Just the rod towards you, or
Right there.
Okay, the glow follows it, of course.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, if the little skeleton's got to go out in a flurry, he's going after the cleric. Some crit damage there. Legus.
Okay, I'm gonna move towards the rotten humanoid. I'll just move 15 this round.
Okay.
Because I can move 15 and attack because my speed is 30. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you can move 15 in attack or move the full 30.
All right, so
And right now he's cowering in the corner.
right. I'm gonna save my 15 for next round so I can get there and attack.
Okay.
Well,
Amorous.
Amorous isn't going to wait on you guys, and she don't care that he's cowering. She's going to step over here to the corner and take a freaking shot.
+1 from there because you've got a height of at least 8 feet. And enough light coming from Legus's weapon. Oh. Tink. Okay. Any other move? Nope. Gundar. Oh, he will do the old. Probably overkill with the bearded axe. That's a hit. Roll the damage. Do 1/2. Critical. Next round.
Is that me?
Yes, sir.
All right, 5, 10. Oh wait. Oh, diagonals are double.
Do your zappy thing on that thing that Sir Marcus knocked
So
off
10.
the wall.
I won't be able to attack. All right, I'm up there.
Yeah, you're right there for next time.
Okay.
Sir Marcus.
Okay. Well, I look around and I think that Gundar and Trantis are okay on their own, so I'm going to go like that.
Okay.
And
Facing the creature.
yeah.
There you go. Very good. Oh. One more hit on the cleric, maybe? Smells blood.
And then I'll be down.
Ah! See? Vanium to your rescue there, right? All
yes.
right. Maybe we'll... This has got to do it now, right? Even though it's half damage. Well, that's weird. Oh, it took forever for it to come over. 4-point dying. Whew. All right. Trantis.
I'll throw a bandage on myself here.
There you go. I think you've got the, I think you just drag that heel over to you. Any move? Or are you going to stay there?
I'm going to move down these stairs.
Okay. You can move half after doing the bandage.
About there then.
Okay. XR.
Yeah. So I've got the staff at my feet, doing the glow thing, and that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
much it.
little
Can I?
brighter right around the staff, but it's kind of a dim reddish glow. Or the
Yeah.
rod, I should say.
I guess I'll throw a magic missile at the rotten humanoid. That'll be my last
Okay.
one. I'll do that. Cast that. Oh, and of course, you're going to completely disappear off my screen. Hold on. Drag it from there. That'll work.
Nice.
Okay.
Amorous.
Rinse
Nice.
and repeat.
You know, if you're actually shooting from there, it's +1 from being up top, and it's also +2 from cowering, so a total of +3. I forgot about the cowering.
How many hit points do I
Very good.
have?
Arrows are taking its toll. Zombies are not easy. Any
Well,
more?
I don't have to get up close and personal.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what matters.
Next round.
Yeah, I think I'll just use my touch attack. Wait, hold on. Let me sec. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh.
I
Do
think
I
if
have
you
any
left,
modifiers?
um,
+1.
I don't know if a touch attack would have the benefit of a height, like a ring. It's not a ranged. Well, would it be?
It's a ranged touch.
Yeah, yeah, +1. And he's
Okay.
cowering, so I guess that's +2 also.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Make it
change that.
+3. Yeah. Yeah, he's not in a good spot right now. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. I was hoping that the expansion would have something like a way to upgrade this thing because it's quite good right now, but in a couple levels it's gonna be useless because it only does 2 damage plus maybe plus
2.
1. You know. Yep, that's that. Last turn.
The Wrath of Marcus, +2 from there. Actually, +4. He's got your back and he's cowering. Good hit. Whew. It's an 18 hit point zombie. Whew.
Yeah.
Beefy.
Yeah. D12 for hit dice.
And George, Sir Marcus is just gonna come down like this and like that, and he's wondering what these squares are down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, the map
Get
is
changed.
set up where, like I mentioned, it was supposed to be some kind of a special crypt. So where you see these marks in here, they're either markings on the floor where items would have been placed, or it's just like tops of it's not actual furnitures or anything like that or any items. So that would have been a marking. Maybe a statue would have gone there. It might have been a little base, or it might have been a little base for like a urn or something. This area here with the lower and upper area looks like it'd be some type of a chapel part for this crypt, maybe for prayer and for remembrance and such. But it's definitely been defiled with this gray cloaked individual and the mace or the rod and as well as the undead.
I'd move over to the gray cloak guy and search his body.
Okay. So let's clear that out.
Maybe we should wrap that staff up and take it back to Bull and see what he
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna do a wisdom check on it, see if I can get any more information, maybe.
I got a bedroll you can use to wrap it up in if you want.
Yeah, that's the safest thing. Touching it was too dangerous, and
Yeah.
maybe even fabric. Even using my cloak might not be enough, so bedroll sounds more.
Okay, so you Legus, you're gonna take a look at the cloaked individual.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you search him? Do you
Yes.
roll him over? Do you just
Yep.
kind of explain what. Okay,
Roll
so
him
you get a
over.
much
Check out his equipment. Any
perfect.
ID on him, books, holy symbols, all that kind of stuff.
Right. So you do get a much better look at him. So you pop him over, and he's kind of got this look to him. He's got this gray cloak. He's got this leather armor that uh, it's got what appears to be skulls in it, but it looks like it's actually been it's part of the leather. The way it was manufactured, it's not actually skull bone. It's just almost like kind of embossed that way.
Yeah, so the
Um,
leather's been molded to look like
yes,
skulls.
yes, it's got this kind of funky. It's very well fitted. Um, you he, the way you came in and um, the way he didn't really react to the group, he must have been either uh, working on that orc to make him into some type of undead creature. He does look like he's got some kind of a disease. His skin is in really bad shape. Um, you don't know if it's because of either working with all these materials or perhaps he was partially undead. He's got this.
Hmm.
He's got what appears to be a very heavy, dark mace on him. Um, he's got a it's not really a backpack, but it's kind of an area for storing materials, more like a belt pouch type thing. Um, he's got this leather on him, and he has a like a skin parchment. Um, it's not paper, but it looks like it's almost like a skin roll, but it's been
Okay.
water damaged.
Okay. Um, does anybody have the ability to detect magic?
Yes.
Can you take a glance on this guy?
Yeah, yeah. I said it in the chat, but yeah. Once you got
Oh,
everything out laid out, then I can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
And
Yeah.
you might want to
So
check the other bodies and such and see what else there's kicking around, and yeah, we can check it all at once.
okay, so the skeletons they each have the rusty sword, short sword, really kind of useless. Not much metal left on them, but um, really nothing else as far as any materials. Zombies, they basically would have been attacking with some kind of a punch or a slam. There's really nothing on them. They're kind of rotted out, but definitely on the individual, the gray cloaked one. You've got the armor. It looks like there's a small bag, and it feels like there's perhaps some coin as well as maybe some small gems inside. You've got this mace. You have a small leather book. It's about only 4 or 5 inches tall, high, maybe about 3 or 4 inches wide, very thin, not many pages. And then you've got like this rolled up a skin material.
Like it's a scroll made out of human skin.
Uh, yeah, it looks like some kind of skin. Yeah, but it looks like it's been water damaged.
Well, I cast detect magic and see
Yeah, so the
what's what.
leather armor definitely um, glows. So does the mace.
Okay, I will relay that back. The book, is it a diary? Is it
Let's
spell book?
see.
What
Actually,
is
let's see the book. Yeah, one
the scroll
second.
as well?
Yeah. Well, the rolled up skin that does not glow. Um, the
I can pass it Trant to see if he can make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, I can take a look at it.
the book does not glow either.
So have you
Does it have a?
considered, since you insisted on taking those other horrible bodies back, taking this, maybe not the undead or whatever, but this guy back? Bull might know something of him, or somebody at the roadhouse might.
Yeah, he's human, so that's a good point. I'll look through the book. If it doesn't have a clasp or anything, I'll have a look to see if it's a diary or something.
Well, it's a leather-bound book. It's very small. Um, eh, I don't know. Do you open it? Take a look inside. You
Yeah.
keep it closed.
No, I open it.
Okay, that's a very no. I open
Yeah.
it. It's got pretty fine paper in it.
Uh-huh.
About 20 pages. Not very big. You don't see any writing in it.
Right. That
It,
could be.
yeah,
Yeah.
there might be others. There
Secret
could be
writing.
uses where you could use it for a sketchbook. You might be able to use it for a uh, traveling spell book, perhaps keeping some of your doing some spells in there or something. But it looks like it's just a blank book that he's got this leather bound, 20-page, pretty fine paper book.
Okay. Well, we'll throw it into the pool of items then. Party sheet. And so yeah, I'm assuming this room has no more exits. We're going to take a bedroll and we're going to try to scoop up the staff.
Okay, you definitely see the two doors that were barred from the inside.
Yeah, we're going to open those back up so that we can get
Yeah.
back out and
So
so that they can also, when they come back in, because we're going to have to send some people back.
right.
Now it's cleared, presumably. Do we see the skull the talking skull that when we cracked, or is any of the missing stuff like that?
You don't see you don't see the skull or hear the skull.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Weird. Okay.
Now, do we
Well,
want to
could
bring
someone
the
check the walls for see other secret doors, since that we came in through a secret door? Is there maybe
right?
possible there are more secrets here?
I can try.
That'd be great. So yeah, we'll open up the doors.
Okay, so
Open.
we'll go ahead and open the doors up.
Do we really want to bring this guy's body back? The guy had the stuff on him because he does appear to be diseased.
Thing is somebody, we wouldn't take him in. We could take him and have, explain. Then somebody stay with it while Bull. I mean, he might be diseased, but we're already in contact.
So I just
Yep.
updated the party sheet with some items.
And he's not breathing any, disease around anymore. Supposedly, has anybody else got a bedroll or something they could like roll him up in?
Oh yeah, if you if you remember, Gundar has a mule too. So even though it doesn't show on the map,
Okay,
you've
yeah,
got the horse and you've got
that's
Gundar that
great.
brought a mule. So if you remember, he had some extra uh, rations. He had some bedrolls. He had some things for you that Bull provided as you travel.
It's perfect. That's what we'll do then.
Yeah.
Sorted. And I presume there's no secret doors or anything in this room. This is the dead end. This was their
Yeah.
storage area.
It looks like this was the main storage area that Bull was describing. It looks like it had this secret area to the south. We'll call it south that you came through. So as you're getting a layout, it looks like this is like the chapel. This might have been a preparation room off to the side if it was ever used for a crypt. You had the upper and lower crypt. In the south, you had the hall of statues that would have been like a memorial to uh, Taxus. And so, yeah, this is pretty much, I think you've mapped out the entire crypt area as far as you can tell.
Cool.
I'm going to unlock the tokens now.
Yep. Okay then. So, yep, we'll wrap up the body. We'll get the items. We'll get the staff. We'll bring it all back to the tavern. Anything else we want to do? I think that's it.
That sounds good.
Okay, so let's see here.
Don't forget, there's those hornbeak goblins or whatever that, even though we got this stuff, and this was probably the problem, those things, anybody coming back here still has to be prepared.
Did you want to
And
do anything with the tunnels of barrels?
that's what we send laborers back for.
Yeah, we'll have to send people back
Okay.
for that.
No
Tell
problem.
'Cause we
'em
didn't see any.
I'm sorry, you didn't see any.
We didn't see any like a place down south to see where these maybe more horned goblins came from. So as far as we know, we've cleared them all out.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a walkthrough if you want, but as far as you're concerned, it looks like this cave area, this crypt, is pretty clear. Um, let's see, Trantis, you feel as if perhaps there might be a opportunity to
Big Windows 7 update.
maybe to cleanse this chapel or to um, consecrate it, or at least maybe because it was been desecrated, so there might be an opportunity there.
So, do I need to get materials to do that, or could I try and do
Oh,
that
I'm sorry,
before
you
we
broke
leave?
off.
Do I need to get materials to do that, or could I try and do
Yeah.
that before we leave?
Bull might be able to help you with that. I think that might be something that you would mention to Bull, and he might be able to help you with a way of getting that accomplished.
Okay, I'll check
So
in with him.
you kind of note that might be a good idea.
Yeah, we need to ask him about this rod too.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
We need to add that to the list of on the party sheet as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I only had a picture of it, so I'm just gonna
Uh-huh.
add one.
Yeah, if we can get back to a place where I can rest, I can identify all these items further.
Okay. So let's see.
Okay.
Okay, for all of that, I'm guessing it's probably about noon. You guys can head back to the roadhouse, no problem. You guys are pretty familiar with the only thing on the one thing I didn't share with you is that skin parchment, that skin that was rolled
Yes.
up.
I said I gave
Um,
it to Trantis.
Now it wasn't magical. Does anybody look at it or?
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, so it's a bit water damaged, and it still unrolls okay. But let's see. I'll share this with Trantis. So um, you see definitely some words, some type of information written out. Um, it could be orc. It could be a version of orc. Um, I don't know if you speak orc or can read orc.
Let me check my languages.
You might have to get it deciphered.
Yeah, there's some words I see. There's Vanium and Roadhouse in there. Yeah, I just have common.
Okay. So give me a wisdom roll and intelligence roll as you look this over. That's a good one. Well, you guys are really. How about 2 18s in a row? That's pretty good. Nice
Nice.
job. So you don't know orc. Um, per se, but you've picked up a couple words here. If you look toward the bottom, you kind of see the term kind of in common, even though it's in Orc and common. You see roadhouse, you see Vanium, you see Bortensky. That could be the ruins of Bortensky. You also see in the first line the term Kritar Kog Drog. Kritar, means captain in Orc. So there's a really good chance that this is a captain by name with some type of either instructions, maybe orders, maybe some biographical information, something about a captain, perhaps in the
Okay.
Orc army.
Yeah, this is some intelligence, so we should get it translated when we go to the roadhouse.
So I will see if I can. Let's see, I probably could add a note here. Do you keep the note to yourself? Do you share it?
I share it. I show everyone, and
Okay, so basically this is what Trantis sees. Some information. It's kind of water stained. There's areas that are kind of messed up, but it looks like all the words are there. So what we'll say is that you guys head back to the roadhouse. You make it there in plenty of time, early evening. No issues with any kind of encounters. And based on the clock on the wall, I think what we'll do is we'll call it here for this session. Good job on clearing out we'll call it the crypts, not the cave complex.
okay.
And we'll pick it up in 2 weeks.
Great.
Okay, great.
Sound good?
Excellent.
Yeah, good job on that could have gone very poorly with the gray guy. But Legas did a
Yeah.
good job of getting in there pretty quietly and picking up a lot of information right off the bat. So good job.
Yeah, feel
Much better
He's the
much better
biggest threat.
rolls this week.
yes,
Yeah, the
feel
dice
better.
look much better. After last week, it's like, no, I'm gonna have mercy on those poor people.
Wow, I mean, last week was poor
Brutal.
John was like banging his head against the wall. So, all right, 2 weeks. I'll put something in the Discord.
Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Thanks.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Great.
Good night.
Thanks,
Take
George.
care, everyone.
Yeah,
Have a good week.
see you guys.
Bye bye.
Yeah, take care.
Raid. V2. Hold on, we're about to raid, guys. Yeah.
No, pay your tax.
Taxes.
Pay the taxes on the